Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. We're really looking forward to this matchup. We've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the offense on first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
They'll ride the hot hand. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And, guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. Lets it fly. Got his man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Power football with the run. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got it. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the back. At the 45 on his way. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. When you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality in the ground.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Finds a crease at the 20. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilfork. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. Turns it loose. And he intercepts it. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense. And it's just simple. Simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
7, Florida State 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Looking to throw on second down. Got his man in the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the misconnection on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The hand to the running back. Plows through the defense. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. Give to the running back. Oh, it's out! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught. Across the 25. He's got room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. He just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide out in motion. Leaves it with the back. The Tigers get enough to move the chains.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quick completion to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That's how you blow up the draw play. That's supposed to hit in between the tackles. But if you can force the ball carrier to bounce outside, and you've got an opportunity to create a negative play, and they did exactly that.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
The toss to the right. At the 35, he's open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Going up top on 1st down. It's caught downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator is calling big plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Wide receiver shows motion. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Moves away as he feels pressure. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Takes a hit as he fires. Soft spot in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to fight.
There's a live football. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They'll try the run. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Offense picking up steam. First and 10 from the 31. Finds a soft spot in the middle. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Leaves it with the back. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On second down, he'll let it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll need urgency and efficiency. 10 seconds left on the clock before halftime. It's first and 10. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. At the 35, he's loose. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get, looking for the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge step.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, LSU! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One way, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game,
Brings it in down the left side. Nothing but green ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, no! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
21, Florida State, 14.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
no doubt, they've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man, making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they get right back to it.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
Number 12 in punt formation to kick it away.
Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
It's now second down.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The jet sweep pass. Crosses to 35. Off he goes. He's at the 30. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
Near the 6-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Carolina is on the wrong end of a one-sided affair today, and if you'll pardon the pun, the Chickens are going to come home to roost this week in Columbia. They're trailing by 14 to Utah State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
On the ground, it's Etienne. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his target down the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
To the ground with the back. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Got his man quickly. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Got the quick completion. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. Florida State 28, LSU 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Going deep. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it off.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
This offense has a second down play. The give from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice. But this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on. And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play. Well, trailing late in the game right now, the offense obviously needs better plays than that, and they took a negative play. But at least the good news is they got out of bounds, so they're able to stop the clock. They've got to dial something up here that's going to get a big play.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. And that's where they'll have to down it just inside the 50-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. He'll keep it himself. At the 20, he's got space. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Toss to the outside. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run the clock. Let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
They go to the ground. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 14 to Utah State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Trying to find his man on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's open on the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And the Tigers want to move quickly. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll take a shot. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball, being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over.
So how about getting the running game going right here, David, on this drive? Let those big fellas up front get some push, bleed the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, no need to get greedy. I know the passing stats and you want to score, but you're right. The clock right now is your friend with a 2-possession lead.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Turns it on in midfield. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The defense still has 3 timeouts. Let's see if they force the issue and make this quarterback try to kneel down.